figured I'd pop on and do a little bit of an energy update, but also a professional update. So in the last couple of months, I have released a couple of physical products, which I'm super excited about. So I will put the timestamps down here if you want to skip this part and just get into the energy reading. But just for those of you who do watch me on YouTube and haven't seen me for a while, one of them is an energy reset spray, and it has some amethyst pieces in it, and it's made up of blue lotus floral water and essential oils of clary sage and rosemary. So the energy reset spray, it's 15 bucks Canadian. Glass bottle. The amethyst is from Brazil. The blue lotus floral water is from India, and I use this shit on everything like hot sauce. It smells great. You spray it over the crown and it just trickles down into the energy field and the auric field, and it basically does exactly what it says. It's an energy reset spray. It cleanses your field, it purifies the air. You can also use it in your car to energetically clear your home as opposed to smudging, or to cleanse your crystals or singing bowls, etc. You just need a couple of sprays. Oh, and it smells so good. So it helps to bring in as well energetic grounding and protection. And for those of you who do facilitate energy work, energy healings and channeling, etc., it's great to spray it right over the crown because it clears your field and helps to open up your channel so that your vessel is clear for when you're doing any channeling or card reading or things like that. And it cleanses and purifies the third eye and crown chakras. And then the next product, I feel like I'm doing an infomercial. But the next product is a line of crystalline salt soaks for the bath. So there's 5 varieties right now. So you'll see this one is called Divine Love. So basically what I do is there is a base level of salt varieties: Dead Sea salt, Sedha Namak, which is also known as rock salt, which is used in Ayurveda. It has a lot of minerals and nutrients in it, and people actually use it for their food, but it's great for the skin as well. And a couple of the varieties have pink Himalayan salt in it. So every blend has that base blend, and then I mix various dried vegetable or fruit powders into it for color, but also for the energetic vibrational component of the fruit or vegetable, because that gets into your skin and your auric field as well, in addition to dried flowers or herbs. So yeah, so these are $20 Canadian each. So they are shipping all across Canada. In terms of international shipping, you just have to email me, crystalnourishment@gmail.com. I can do it. The spray can be sent internationally to most places, unless blue lotus floral water or scent is banned, because in some places it is. But if it's not, I can definitely send it to you. And then in terms of the salt soaks, I just have to remove the herbs because or the flowers, it's considered plant matter at the border, so it legally can't leave Canada. So you still get the blend. And I actually forgot the most important part about these salt soaks is the energetic component. So not only do they smell great, they look pretty, and they're just nice to have as a bath experience. I actually soak each variety. I do a energy ritual with different crystals. So for example, Divine Love, this has been energetically infused in a sacred ritual with a big piece of rose quartz. So the idea behind this is crystals are crystals, but salt is also a type of crystal, right? Salt crystals. So the energy of the crystal permeates into the salt crystals, so that when you're having this bath, you're also getting the energetic benefits or the metaphysical properties of these different crystals. So the blends are, there's Amethyst, Divine Love, Energy Protection, Nervous System Reset, and Sacral Goddess. And I'll just put the link in the bio at the bottom so you can read about each of them. But yeah, so these are some very exciting additions to Crystal Nutrition. I just wanted to plug that just so you guys are aware of it. Now we're gonna get into the good stuff. So I opened up my channel today and I asked about current energies, things that are happening. So the first thing that I got was timeline jumping. So I'm gonna go through all of these notes that I wrote. So the first thing was timeline jumping. We're definitely on an accelerated timeline right now, and it is very much, I feel, intuitively linked to the CERN, the whole CERN thing, that big particle machine getting turned on. I'm not even going to pretend for a second to speak intelligently about it. I'm not a scientist. I did read a little bit about it because I kept hearing about it, but I do feel, you know, there's everything's energy, so there's energetic consequences, good, bad, whatever the case may be, for anything that we do in this world. So there is a vibrational consequence on the Earth's grid of consciousness because of this big machine getting turned on. So part of the thing that we are experiencing from this is vibrational velocity and a faster speed. So things are happening at an accelerated rate, and because this is a dimension or a world of duality, that means good things could be coming in faster, good things happening faster, but it could also mean that perceived negative things or scary things or whatever are going to also be happening faster as well. It's sort of like a bit of a balancing act. This can also lead to humans feeling unbalanced and unsteady, and I feel like this is different than, you know, the last 2 years, people feeling like ungrounded because of fear, because of the pandemic and all of the things that came along with that. This is a different kind of unbalanced feeling, and if you are energetically sensitive, I don't know if you've been picking up on this, but this is a really different sort of, it's almost like it's like a balance thing. It's like a recalibration thing with our auras and our energies that is really needed right now. So the messages that I got were clearing your energy every single day is so important. Whether you're doing that with a spray, whether you're doing that with some sacred smudging herbs or just herbs, cleansing herbs I should say, sound healing, whatever the case may be, but we have to be clearing our energy. It could even be a visualization, taking a bath, taking a shower, but we have to be really, really focused and prioritizing our spiritual hygiene right now. Because of this recalibration, reverberation, vibrational velocity thing happening with timelines, etc., but also just for our own highest good and our own sanity, I want to say. So grounding rituals, whether you start going for a walk every day, you sit on the grass, you sit under a tree, and it doesn't have to be for very long. It could be for 10 minutes in your backyard, or if you live near a park or whatever, but like taking like 10 minutes a day to just ground in nature, okay? And to just I mean, you can bring your phone with you, but don't be on your phone the whole time. Just vibe, put your back against the tree, let your spine align with the trunk of the tree. That in and of itself, super, super grounding, but I'm really feeling like grass and trees and woods, and that's what I have been doing myself. Every day I've been getting out and sitting under a tree, even if it's like a busy day for myself, if it's for 10 minutes, I'm still doing it, and I've been doing it I think 7 or 8 days in a row now, and I definitely feel clearer because I hadn't really been doing it for a long time, and I hadn't really been meditating or really like properly taking care of myself in the spiritual way that I know that I need to be able to function as myself for the highest good, but also to be of service for others as an energy healer. So yeah, so really, really, really strong push to be taking those steps for yourself, those grounding rituals every single day. It could just be getting in your backyard, putting your feet on the grass for 10 minutes while you have your coffee. Whatever you have to do, barefoot, grass, trees, 10 minutes minimum, make it happen. And if you like to pull cards, you can bring some cards for yourself, pull some cards, like, you know, but just super, super, super important. Balancing your chakras and your field as well, so you can like visualize your chakras balancing. There's a lot of YouTube music meditations that you can find on YouTube for balancing your chakras, and it can just play in the background. Really, really love the different hertz and vibrational music accounts on YouTube for meditation, and you can have that in the background while you're cooking or while you're cleaning or doing your chores, trying to get stuff done. That is really good because that is subliminally going into your energy field, and that's also going to help to anchor you in. So speaking of anchoring in, so we have to be clearing our energy every day. We want to be balancing our chakras, and we also want to make sure we're grounded. So when we do these grounding rituals, we go outside or whatever it is that we're doing, we're getting grounded with the earth as well, and Mother Gaia, and we're receiving that from her. So we always want to thank her for that. But a lot of the times with spiritual videos or recommendations, when we talk about grounding, we mostly are referring to the root chakra, the energy point at the base of the spine. In this case, when we're talking about grounding every single day, it's actually more of a focus on grounding through the heart and the heart chakra. And there's a reason why. It's because when we are operating from being heart-centered, that's when we are mostly in alignment, because everything is getting filtered through our heart center, meaning the thoughts that we have, the words that we're speaking, the actions that we're making, how we're treating other people, how we're treating ourselves. So being anchored and grounded, yes, we're grounding in the physical body. Of course, we want to be grounded in the root chakra, and we are doing that when we go out into nature. But when we think about the trees and the grass, the energetic color there is green, and green is always associated with the heart chakra. So we really are actually grounding into our heart centers and recalibrating through our heart centers, because we're going to be anchored through here, and it'll be a trickle effect or a ripple effect throughout the energetic body. And we need to establish this anchor, this connection, or reestablish or strengthen this connection into our heart and this grounding before September or the fall. So we're going to need this calibrated practice. We're going to need these certain pillars in place for our spiritual health or spiritual hygiene. Getting into these habits, this needs to be enforced before September or the fall, and we're going to need this to help us carry through. And I'm not saying this as a fear-mongering, the worst is yet to come, blah, 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 blah. No, but we do need to be aware that we are still very much in this shift of evolutionary consciousness of the planet. So enjoying the summer, enjoying the sunshine as best as you can, but also just preparing the body and getting the body sort of back into the swing of things in terms of being connected to your heart center. And I want to talk about the eyes as well. So healing the eyes in terms of, this could just be visualizing the eyes, and this could be your third eye as well, but also the physical eyes, so that we can see clearly in the coming months. So when we clear through our heart and we're clearing our eyes, it's like we're able to see and filter through information and what we're being shown versus what the actual truth is, and versus what is actually in the highest alignment for the benefit, for the greater good for yourself, those around you, and the collective consciousness. Yeah, so I wrote more nonsense to come, so get clear now. And again, that's not like a, oh, it's an omen, it's a this, it's that. Like, we signed up to be here. I truly believe that. So these are just things and guidance and information to help it be a little bit easier for us to be here and be a little bit more prepared in the coming months, because then that means once we're anchored, we've developed these pillars, these practices that we're doing every single day, then it doesn't really matter what is going on outside of us, because we're able to tune in and be connected to ourselves, the universe, higher self, source, etc., and filtered and anchored into our heart space. So we're able to see clearly and love clearly and be in that beautiful vibrational state. All right, so the next thing that I want to talk about is energy protection. So this came through as a channel, and I thought this was really interesting. So having a ritual each morning before you even get out of bed. So you can clear your field with the breath, meaning taking a couple of deep breaths in and out, and on each exhale, imagine that you're exhaling any extra energy out of your field for transmutation into the white light or the Holy Spirit, or whatever you are comfortable with, or whatever resonates for you in terms of what you like to transmute with. Some people like to work with Archangel Michael for transmutation, their personal guides, their angels, whoever. But yeah, so clearing your field with the breath, and simply with the breath is fine. You don't have to use any of those other things I just said. And then you're gonna seal your field with like a golden smoke energy, like a glittery golden smoke energy in your field. And it's almost going to be like, almost like saging or smudging, I feel, just like, whoo, just sort of sealing it. And you can also envision as well golden armor on yourself as well, like spiritual armor, like the chest plate, like shoulders, I don't know the term for armor, shoulder armor, arm armor, leg, like whatever, just like gold metal though on the body visually as your energetic protection. And then when your feet hit the floor, visualize putting them into golden battle boots. Thought that was pretty neat. And I also wrote light weapons activated. So if you're not sure what your light weapons are, you can ask in a meditation, or you can get yourself into a meditative state. You might use a golden sword, a golden bow and arrow, golden whatever. Yeah, so it's interesting because it's like we have to be doing these things. We have to up the energetic protection, but we never want to come from it as a place like we have to do this because something bad is going to happen or we're fearful. It's just like, these are the times that we're in. Things are getting a little wonky. They're going to continue to get wonkier. So we're just doing these stuff. We have to up our shit. We have to up our grounding. We have to up our protection. We have to up our clearing. We have to be able to do this so that we're able to anchor in and function at the level that we came here to vibrate at, and to help the planet with that as well. And yeah, so then the last few messages I have: rest, fun, recalibrate. So enjoy the sun medicine, the tree medicine, depending on where you live. I live in Canada, so right now it's summertime, so a lot more people are outside. The weather is really nice, so just enjoying this time as well, reconnecting maybe with family and friends you haven't seen in a few years. And you can also picture the sun lighting up your golden armor and sort of like activating it as well. So these are all sort of different tools or tips or tricks to help you sort of get yourself into this routine and this space. But we want to clear our energy, we want to be grounding every day, we want to balance our chakras, we want to up our spiritual protection, and we just want to start to get into the groove of practicing these things every day, so that in a couple of months, like, it's already our new normal, that is what we vibrate at, that is what we implement every day. Like, it is just normal for us to do that. So I think I'm gonna stop there. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated for you, please drop a like, comment, share it with your friends. I will try to pop in here in the next week or so to do probably some sort of a meditation for grounding. I think maybe like a heart-centered grounding meditation, something along the lines of that. But yeah, so thanks so much for tuning in and for watching. So namaste, ciao, take care of your shit, ground your shit, clear your shit. Much love. Thank you so much. Mwah. Ciao.